Hello. It's Alice from Latin Budget, and today we are doing my first bi-weekly closing for the month of September. Things that have occurred. I had a few hours off because I had an appointment, so my income was lower than expected. It's okay. If I would have my rainy day fully funded, this would have been covered. That's the purpose of the rainy day, to cover for expenses or your cash stuffing or any bills due for the days you have off from work or sick from work, etc. But it's okay. I can survive, but I'm steering towards my sinking funds, and that is one of my sinking funds. What has happened? Netflix, cell phone, my loan, my Roth showed up today. I worked on Saturday and I got paid. Rent, my health and dental plan came out, and it hasn't cleared out my MasterCard payment for $100, but it is already notified in my bank account and it says processing. So I did close it with that already taken out of my account. Today is the 16th. Yay, I'm closing out my budget correctly. And I did transfer half of my investment to that account, so that's a relief. Okay, and now let me pull this out, or actually I can leave it there. Maybe I can leave it still, yeah, because I fidget a lot. Okay, so before I do the closing, thank you very much for the new subscribers. Thank you for the watch hours. I did not continue with the watch hours with the group that I was in. I needed a rest. My internet here in Puerto Rico has been a struggle. Yeah, I try to watch sometimes lives and from other content creators in the budget community, and it just kicks me out. So I know it's the internet, you know. Other things that have been popping up in the YouTube channel, let me know if you guys had that problem. I try to hit like on videos that I have watched to support the content creators in YouTube, and it just doesn't mark it. I can't tell if they're getting the like or not. Yeah, so that's another situation that's occurring. And now, without further ado, let's do the closing for the September. This is my first bi-weekly of this month, and we have for my roll over. Is that better? Yeah. Okay, so for my roll over for the month of August, I entered September with $192.14. My earned income, I guesstimated $900. I had a few hours off from work, and that came out to a total, including my Saturday job, for $875. I wrote it in pencil, and I did not. Yeah, you notice I didn't, yeah, Alice. I don't know where I put the pen. My black pen. My black pen. I hope it's black though. Well, it'll do. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. There, I switched it again. Okay. I know I did this in pencil and I forgot. I didn't bring my calculator, so I did not. Wow. Wow, Alice. I'm writing it in pen and I didn't double check. Let me pause. I'm gonna get the calculator and yeah, the total income that hit my account for this month, $875.66 is my earned income. Other income is $238.60. Sinking funds that I saved and I pulled out in this budget to use came out to a total of $2,279.28. Yeah, 28. I'm gonna get the calculator, so I'm gonna pause you guys and I'll be back so I can continue, because if you see, I wrote in pencil and I did not, yeah. I switched the camera around. I cannot see the view. I hope you guys can. I hope now I am obligated to leave this still. I'm looking for alternatives and if it's clear, so I'll verify. Anyway, so as I was saying, I have a total of $2,279.28 that hit my account, and that's with sinking funds. So I have 2,279.28 minus, what are we subtracting in our fixed expenses? My fixed expenses, I have my August cancer insurance that didn't show up until the 1st of September. Actually, the 1st I think was a holiday, so it came up on the 2nd. And yeah, that was for 20. So that means this month, next bi-weekly, I will have another deduction for my cancer insurance. Just to know, heads up on that. Okay. My cell phone 51, Netflix is 10, which is a subscription. Internet 40/50. I consider this a utility because it's something that is needed either for work for my daughter, either school work for my grandson, which is in the university, and for my YouTube publications, right? So it's a utility. My electricity, $277.21. My rent was $283.35. My health insurance was $317. My dental insurance was $22, and cancer insurance $20. So that's a total of $1,021.06, which I will be subtracting from my total income. This is my first category that I'm subtracting, and these are what we call fixed expenses. Minus oh wow. I think I got too emotional on that one, huh? There you go. $1,021.06. That's the total. And I end up with $1,258.22. So that was correct, which I will take to my other category, which is my variable expenses. In my variable expenses, you know, I had it on this side. So what I did was regroup every category that I had for food. This is for my snacks, for groceries. This is for coffee or tea. What was the other category? I'm missing one. Food, lunch, snacks, coffee or tea, and groceries. There you go. Those are the 4 groups that I have in my food category. And I did not budget in. I just had a rollover of $3. I did spend $2, so that means I have a remaining of $1. We'll see in the closing. For my tie, $2, I did not spend anything. Transportation, $10, I spent $45. I did wash the car. Oh, wow, that did a jump. So that was $45. Mess, huh? For my home, I have $10. I did not spend anything. For fun, I had $2. I spent $11.58. For my health, this would be deductibles and medication. I budgeted $10 for my health and $7 for my medication. They're due up, I do believe, this upcoming week. So I have $17 in total in my health category, and I did not spend anything so far. I do have an upcoming appointment with my gastroenterologist for a routine visit after the endoscopy and colonoscopy. For my pet category, $15. I budgeted and I did not spend anything. For my personal use, I have $2, and my self-care, I have $15. In this category, my personal and my self-care, they're in one envelope, and I added my grandson to this category, so I grouped it in this category. So it's 17, and I did not spend anything. I do also have an appointment, so this weekend, so I know that will be in use. Miscellaneous, I have a rollover of $5. I did not spend anything. The total that I spent in my variable expenses was $58. Please don't make a jump. I don't know, the pen later, it just like jumped. Okay. So I have $1,258.22 that I brought down to the variable expenses, and I spent $58.58, and that left me with $1,099.64. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, this remainder or leftover is going to be carried up to my savings category, which is this one right here, $1,199.64. 64. Now, these are my savings goals. Car insurance, I saved 32 last paycheck. I am saving 32 this paycheck. That means there is a transfer to the second account of $64. I do not subtract it from here because it's a balance in the second account. Okay? Why it's in that account? Because I have easy access to it when the transactions need to occur, which is, when is it? October. It already went out in August, September, October, November. I do believe it's in November. So I'm adding to that sinking fund in order to be prepared for the $159 that will be taken out on my credit card so I can pay it fast. Now, as for my investment, $50, it's $100 each month. I transferred to that special account $50 already. So that means in my other biweekly, I will transfer the other $50. For my Roth, $10, that came out of my account. The challenges, I pulled out 60. I sent to deposit coins, and it hasn't been taken to the bank yet. So I pulled out the money. Yeah. So I have to add it in the account that I pulled it out. $25 I pulled out of my account. Okay. I don't know. He had a mishap and he couldn't deposit it. So yeah. Hopefully he can do that for me. If not, I'll just go pick it up and deposit it this Friday if possible. For my high savings account, $1.10 is automatically transferred to that account. So that's a total of 100. That's in pencil. It was gonna make a jump again. Jeez, what's wrong with the ballpoint of this pen? $156.10, which now I will subtract from the rolled left over that I had from my variable spending. $156.10, and that leaves me with $1,043.54. $1,043.54. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't get sleep yesterday. I went to work and I'm exhausted. My eyes are hurting. I need rest. I just couldn't sleep yesterday. I don't know if I have. Anyway, yeah, I have to deal with that. So we have a remainder of $1,043.54. Bills. Yay, bills. I do not like them, but I am glad I am paying them off. I don't like them, but I'm paying them off. Okay, so for PayPal was $60. For my loan, the usual $701.24. For my MasterCard, the $100, right? So when you add, my total debt for this month was $861.24. I subtract that from the $1,043.57, $861.24, and end up with $182.30, right? Yeah, that's what it says here. 180 to 30. Okay, now when I went to the bank account to verify my information, the first thing I do is check my envelopes, what I have available in my wallet. Snacks, I have $1. For my tie, I have 2. For my home, I have 10. Medication, 7. Health, 10. Princess Mia has 15. Personal use has $2. Self-care has 15. Miscellaneous has 5. That's a total of $67 that I still have remaining in my account. Obviously, transaction this weekend, my beauty. Next week, my medication. But this has to be stuffed this week because I need $10. Okay. What else can we be using? My beauty. I guess that's it. I know I have to stuff also my home because of the lawn care. That's due this week. I think that's it. I'm not sure if Mia needs food this week. So those are the things that I might be spending this upcoming week. Okay. And in my second account, my first account, I have a balance of $46.52. And in my second account, I have a balance of $67.50. That is a total of $181.02. This is the correct balance for my upcoming biweekly, which I get paid tomorrow. And it's a difference in my worksheets from the reality minus 181.02. In my worksheet, I am off by $1.28. I ain't stressing it. Don't stress it. Don't worry about it. $1.28 isn't not going to affect your worksheets as much with the results when you do your closing. It's not going to affect you. The important thing is that you carry over the correct balance for your next upcoming week or bi-weekly or monthly. It depends on how you budget. This is the week for the 17th to the 30th, and my rollover for this week is 81.02. No, I did not budget beforehand, so I am just carrying over the same balance. Okay, what is due this week? This week, do I have? I'm gonna have to go to the calendar. We already closed out this week. Now, let's go. Tomorrow I get paid. I left it blank, so that won't happen. But I know I didn't miss out on work. What is due with this check? With this check is my water, my investment, my Roth, my cancer insurance, and this is a pay for my monthly monthly pay if it goes out. I'm not counting on it, but if it does, yay, it's a plus. I do get paid on the 27th, so I have to budget that one in. So we have earned income, let's budget like this past bi-weekly, $7.75, so I won't make that mistake again. No, that I over budgeted. Oh, it's not there. $775.66. Okay, $775.66, right? Plus the 100, which is a short thing, $875.60. So I'm gonna budget in exactly the same thing that I got last bi-weekly. $875.66. How much is my water? Didn't I write it down? I did not. I can't recall. I think it was 155, 160. Let me budget in 160, right? 160. My cancer insurance, see, it comes out twice. You guys know that August came out on the 2nd of September, but this is for the month of September. As for my investment, I did this beforehand and budgeted $100, but it's just $50. So yeah. What else is due? My Roth, and that's 10. My savings challenges, I'm going to budget in the usual 60. Now, as for my food, I probably fast forward. Nothing else should be pulled out from here. I already budgeted and I'm supposed to close it. Yeah, okay. So for food, let's budget 100 for groceries. 25 for everything else in that food category, so that would be 125. I'm hoping that is a possibility. Let me wait. 181.02 plus 875.66. That's 1,056. But I do have okay, 160 divided by 2, it's 80. Just let's say other income, this is rough let's say 50. Okay, let's say 50. So 181.02 plus 875, 66 and 50. That's a rough guesstimate of $1,106.68. Okay. Minus 160 minus 20. That will give me 926.68. 926.68. Oops. Darling, that does not go there. I'm tired. See? I'll just write that out. So 926.68 minus 125, which I will be giving to my food category. For my tie, I will be adding $2. Oh, I do believe I have participation in a church for a raffle ticket, and I will be pulling that out this week. This week's Biweekly. I think it's $10 the raffle, and that is from my sinking funds binder. So that's going to happen. This is my tie. Transportation. I have 60. For my home, the lawn is due, so we have 10. This is my home, and lawn is 60, so we are going to pull out 75. For my fun category, $2. For my health and meds, 5 and 10 is 15. For pet, I am pulling 10. For my personal, and self-care, I'm going to pull out 20. Miscellaneous, I am pulling out 5. Now let's see what we got. 125, 2, 60, 75, 17, 30, 35, and 5. So that should be 314, right? 314. So we have 926.68 minus 314. That leaves us with $612.68. Darling. don't have those papers. Oh, I don't have my cheat sheets. Okay. Let's subtract the 170 minus 170, which is my savings, right? That's 442.68. I don't have debt to pay. I do have balances, but they're not for this month. This month is all about sinking funds, saving to my sinking funds. So we have a balance of 442.68 to cover our sinking funds. How is that going to be done? Okay. The first thing that we got to pull out is my loan. That's the highest, and that is 351, I do believe. Minus 351. That leaves me with $91.68. And I can't recall what else I can pay. I don't have my cheat sheet here. I pulled it out by accident. I do have the last month's. Let me see if I can do something with this. Minus 11, I have 80.68. T-Mobile, that would be 25.50. Just gonna round it off. 25 minus 25. That leaves me with 56. Netflix, 5. Minus 5. I have 50.68, I think. Yeah. So Liberty, and that would be for 2025, just rounding it off. 20 minus 20, I still have 30.60. PayPal, which is important. PayPal is 30. So roughly, these are my next sinking funds that I will be fulfilling with this paycheck and transferring to the other account. Okay, so I won't dip into this and leave it for my next date due. Okay, and that should leave me with 68 cents. So that means I would have a leftover of 68 cents, roughly. So there you have it, my next upcoming bi-weekly. This is a rough guesstimate, and this is what I have planned for my sinking, for my cash spending or my variable spending. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, activate that bell, come and join me. And do you hear that? Yeah, those are called grillos. Grillos. And this, when it rains a lot, and this season, they come out a lot. You can hear them more than usual. So yes, those are grillos. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, activate that bell, come and join me where we do cash stuffing, sinking funds, savings challenges, and of course we have to budget. Because if we don't budget, we won't know where we can allocate for our sinking funds and our savings challenges. What are the savings challenges? They do end up fulfilling our sinking funds, but in an enjoyable way. Why? Because you do it and you don't know that you're doing it. And when you stuff a sinking fund envelope with those savings challenges, you go, wow, it's easier for me this way than to pull it out and stuff my sinking funds. I don't see the value to it. I don't know, it's a mental thing. It functions, my brain functions better that way. And yeah, I'm getting to stuff my sinking funds, so why not enjoy it? I'll see you next time. Don't forget. Bye. Adios.